I was 20 weeks pregnant, we went in for a routine ultrasound. We were just really excited to find out if it was a boy or a girl, and we had planned that day to go out for breakfast afterwards to kind of celebrate what we were having. And when the ultrasound started, it seemed normal at first. And then she got to the heart and she said, "I'm going to look at the heart now," and I could tell something was wrong just by her demeanor. And she went out and got a doctor, and they came back inside and sat down with us and told us that only half of the baby's heart was forming.
The plan was for him to have 3 surgeries. He had one within a week after he was born, and we were in the hospital for about a month right when he was first born. And then when he was around 6 months old or so, he had the next surgery. And he did really well with that, just in the hospital for a week. So we were thinking, you know, this is not bad. We can manage with this. And then last November of 2012, November of 2012, we came just for a well, they wanted to check out his heart because they weren't happy with kind of how he was doing. They planned to do a heart cath. They put him under anesthesia, and before they had even started the procedure, his heart just stopped on the table. And they came to get us and said, you know, we got him revived after about 4 minutes, and we're not sure if he's going to make it. But at this point, there's nothing more that we can do for you at this hospital, so we're going to send you to Riley.
Well, we came on November 1st with an overnight bag. They said, "You'll probably stay one night, let him recover." And then, of course, all the events of that day, one night turned into, that was 11 months ago. And we weren't prepared. No one, how can you be prepared for something like that? Your world is turned upside down, and we didn't know what we were going to do. And I remember those early days, it was so important just to stay here. You know, we live an hour away. It's like we just need to stay here. And that was the introduction we had to the Ronald McDonald House, because someone said, "Hey, you can just stay." You know, we didn't know that was an option. You can just stay here. You can stay at the Ronald McDonald House. And when we got a room at the Ronald McDonald House, that was kind of our first step to adjusting to a completely new lifestyle. Being able to stay together, I think, has made a huge impact on Caleb's adjustment to hospital life. And people ask me that all the time, how they assume he's sad or down or struggling. And I think the reason he is bright and happy and a regular 2-year-old boy is because his life, we've been able to maintain some sense of normalcy because we're right here and we're there. We're able to be there all day long because we can sleep across the street, and we know that there's meals across the street. And because of our presence, the hospital life that Caleb now has become normal. And he sees his brother, he sees his mom, he's with his dad. We're a part of the experience with him, whereas if we didn't have a place to stay here, we would have to go back and forth. There would have to be days where maybe none of our family could be in Caleb's room, but because every day we're able to stay here and we're able to be with him, he's a very well-adjusted, happy, secure child. He's not missing out.
The Ronald McDonald House kind of fits like hand in hand with Riley. They work together to do to care for families that are in desperate need, and you almost can't have one without the other, because whenever you have a kid in the hospital, you always have a family that goes with them, and you can't neglect the needs of that family and just take care of the needs of that child. And so I really view Riley and the Ronald McDonald House as working together to do the job of caring for sick children. Without the Ronald McDonald House, we would have had a very different experience. You know, the support that they provided for our family, and I wouldn't even say it's indirect, the support that they provide for our son, because I think one of the biggest things biggest assets that he has to get better is having his family around him, you know, to have something to live for. It's strange to say for a little kid, but really, I mean, that's what kids live for, is the support of their mommy and daddy, of their siblings. That's what they need. That's what keeps them going. And really, Ronald McDonald House has allowed us to do that.